Hey everyone, it's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Aries Sun, Moon, and also Aries Rising weekly general tarot reading January 24th up until January 30th, 2022. And if you do want to skip right ahead into the reading, into the spread, use the timestamp in the description down below. Other than that, if you do stick around for the draw, by all means do it. And should you enjoy the content here of the channel and you do wish to support us, just leave a like, subscribe, and as well hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of our weekly uploads and as well live streams. So let's go right away to the draw, and the first card for you, Aries, that is going to be Two of Pentacles. Okay. The second card for you, that is going to be the Chariot. Moving next, what we do have, that will be the Knight of Cups, followed by the King of Wands. And the final card for you, Aries, that is going to be the Nine of Cups. So those 5 cards, but I do want to draw one additional card for each Knight of Cups and as well King of Wands, so we know a little bit more about these people. And for the Knight of Cups, the card is going to be the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands. And for the King of Wands, the card is going to be the Eight of Swords. Okay, so those two. All right, so that's gonna do it for the draw, and now let's jump right away into the reading itself. All right, Aries, so you can see your spread on the screen right here, and what can I say, guys? This is gonna be a week that is gonna offer you quite a few options available, from what to do to whom you want to do it with as well. That is going to be quite a versatile weekend for what it seems. Just for what it seems, hold on a second. Regardless of how you would decide to play things out, because we do have the Nine of Cups here at the end. And regardless of what kind of an experience you're going to have throughout the week, always well if it ends well, right? Because that's how the Nine of Cups pretty much manifests. It's pretty difficult, it's pretty hard to make it manifest in a quite of a unpleasant fashion. But with that being said, starting right away here with the Two of Pentacles of the weekend, right at the start of the week, you are to see that there are going to be quite of a, you are going to have quite of a free time at your hands for certain reasons. Okay, for some of you, the reasons may be that you know, you have completed what you had in mind and now you do have plenty of time at your hands to decide what you want to do with it. But the most likely version of the Two of Pentacles, it is when things kind of drop off. Certain plans you have drop off, or certain responsibilities you need to undertake drop off. And thus at the start of the week, should you enter the week itself with a strict plan you have, you know, strict day-to-day routine, say the week is not gonna go well for you, or at least the very first portion of the week is not gonna go well for you, because it's highly likely that these strict plans, code of conduct, you know, anticipations and so on and so forth, to undergo certain transformation. In other words, they are not gonna happen exactly the way you want them to happen. And thus at the start of the week, it's gonna be quite important, Aries, that you do let go of these strict, I would say, plans. You do let go of these anticipations or presumptions even, but instead you go along with the moment and you do adapt yourself to the situations as situations arise. You just be opportunist, so to speak. Somebody asks you out on a coffee, go out on a coffee, you know. Somebody wants to chat with you, chat with them. Or suddenly you do feel the need to entertain yourself, okay? You don't have to follow your certain code of conduct at least at the start of the week. And once that time passes, because it's going to be for a short period of time, then the Chariot card shows up here towards the end of the week portion. Okay. And so that has a little bit of a correlation with the starter of the week you have, because that time you have on your hands, you may decide to use it for a challenge. Like you place yourself at, or you place a challenge before yourself, something challenging for you to do, and you strive to do it. And the Chariot here points that you are to triumph in this challenge, because towards the middle of the week, Aries, you are to reap the luck of your hard work, and you are to be quite proud of the accomplishments you are able to do at the end of the last week and at the very first portion of this particular week as well. And here also, if you do happen to be bestowed with a challenge, it's not something you decide to do, but it's something given to you, like from your boss or from your partner in life, then rest assured that regardless that you can see that the odds are stacked against you, you definitely can prevail despite those odds. And it's if you have not placed any challenges in front of yourself, and you decide by listening this reading, you decide, okay, so I will go along and see what I want to do, but it feels challenging to me. Make sure that it is something you wish, because the Chariot, because it's a triumph against the stacking odds, very often represents a wish fulfillment, because you overcome the challenge, you overcome the odds, and therefore you can make your wish happen. But the only negative side of the Chariot here, or at least for the first portion of the week, it is that you have to do it on your own. The Chariot is very singular card. It is for solo players. So your triumph is your triumph, none other. But the solo play ends there, because at the middle of the week, a person shows up into your environment here, which is the Knight of Cups with the Two of Wands. I was quite flabbergasted when I saw this combo. Very seldom, very rare, I would say, that you do have such an elemental dignity. It's passive enemies type of elemental dignity, and this is a very hesitant individual, very uncharacteristic for the Knights of Cups. They are up to the task. They are always initiative, and that is because they do believe that if you do have a wish, if you are to follow the dreams of your heart, you gotta do something about it. They do not wait. So unlike the Pages, for example. So they are hesitant here for what it seems, and that is because they do have certain progress and they don't want to lose that progress, so they don't want to risk anything. And if that happens to be a person you are dating with at that stage, you are to see a severe amount of passiveness from their behalf, and that can understandably aggravate you, of course. But rest assured here with that Knights of Cups, they definitely have a thing for you, because they are showing up into your reading, or they do have a thing for something you are after, something you do as well. It's just they don't know how to approach the whole situation, fearing that they are going to make the wrong step, or they are going to do something inappropriate, and that is going to severely put them in a severe disadvantage, so to speak. But rest assured here, this person is very open, and they do display their intentions right away. They don't hide them. So you're immediately gonna know who that one is. And like I said, these people always do what they want to do. They always do what they find is going to make them happy, and thus it's highly unlikely that these people or that person is going to be someone who is going to stab you in the back. Unlike the next one though, because the next one here, whom is the King of Wands, which shows up towards the middle of the week. So the King of Wands with the Eight of Swords. Oof. Truth be told, I hate such type of characters, because these are very ambitious people. Okay, that is a very, and when I say very ambitious, maybe if we had the Emperor, that would have been a bigger ambition than this one. Okay, so this is an active friends elemental dignity, and this is a very ambitious, like I said, person, a person who has the means, or rather like the power, to transform that ambition into a drive. So they do have the means. Okay, and they have a high opinion of themselves. Now, the difference in between this elemental dignity and if you have the Emperor there is that they, with the Emperor, they're also going to have a high opinion of themselves, but they will have something to support it with. Okay, this high opinion is not without any merit, while here, this individual, King of Wands with the Eight of Swords, has a high opinion of themselves, but blames everybody else of their misfortune, that they are not as far as they think they should be, that they are not, for example, a CEO of the company that you and them are working for, and they may blame you for that because you are holding them back. You are putting a splinter, or rather, like, how do you call it, a staff maybe in their wheel, right, or a bar in their wheel, so to speak. And so what's their purpose into this week for you is, it is to make you realize something. Now, I don't know what that realization is going to be, but there is some kind of a potential that you are not developing because you are into your comfort zone, and facing this discomfort here with that person is going to make you act in a different way, and therefore finding up a how can I put it into words? Finding out that you are sabotaging yourself, or you're stopping yourself due to the lack of a competition, so to speak, or a lack of a push, so to speak, as well. How you're going to recognize this individual, very difficult communication in between you two. With that Eight of Swords, it is simply nothing goes through. You talk to them, it is like you're talking on this tree over there on the street. They just don't fathom what you are saying, and vice versa. And also, these people, they do love enjoying life, so they do like drinking, they do like you know, going out with people, they do like partying. It is just, work is one thing, ambition is one thing, but when there is no field, or rather like opening to proceed with that ambition, they do what they can to make themselves feel happy, and they're more or less, despite what is going on around, always with a positive attitude as well. But despite how things are going to go in between you and these two people, I would say that the week is going to end in a very good fashion here with the Nine of Cups. And that card points that for the most part, you Aries will accomplish, or will, how can I put it into words, reach a significant accomplishments in the career field and as well into the love field here, and you are to be pretty happy with how you stand at the end of the week. Now, the Nine of Cups, it is could be that you will have a very pleasant experience within your romantic life, within your career as well, and it could signify also a very strong milestone that you have accomplished, a milestone that is going to make you feel joyful, content as well. And what I like to say about this card is that you are to experience the fullness of life at that stage of the week, which is at the end of the week, due to your accomplishments. Important thing, however, to note is that you should not accept these accomplishments for granted, but do the necessary to maintain those accomplishments, because this happiness you will experience here, by definition, it's a short-term happiness. If you do not do anything to sustain it, it's gonna go away, but you can definitely transform it into a long-term happiness. So I hope you will have the awareness to do so. And so with that being said, Aries, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time, I hope. Until then, bye.